What we are requesting is that if we're able to work with the legislature and with the governor and get $80.4 million into the operational budgets of our colleges and universities, if we can do that, then all of our colleges and universities and our regents pledge that we will freeze tuition and mandatory fees at the current year's level. For every dollar appropriated by the legislature to higher education, $5.15 is returned back to the state's economy. The study also said that this year the economic impact of higher education exceeds $3.2 billion for this year. In the construction industry alone, our legislators authorized a bond issue for building and construction in higher education in the year 2005. In the construction industry alone, 23,700 jobs have been created directly as a result of the construction in higher education. And finally, the report told us that by the end of this decade, higher education's impact on our economy will exceed $26 billion. So clearly, I think we believe and we can make the case that higher education is indeed the engine that drives our economy and certainly is a great investment in the future of the state of Oklahoma.
Families are concerned about the cost of higher education, and while Oklahoma City Community College and other institutions have had modest increases in tuition, we've had an increase almost every year in the last few years, and probably it's time, given the economy, given the concern about people's jobs and perhaps a stagnant economy and perhaps not in salary increases, that we look at perhaps freezing tuition for 1 year. We can only do that if the state steps up and provides additional funding to operate the institutions. Insurance costs go up, travel costs go up, operational costs go up, and we really only have two primary sources to fund those increases. Revenue from tuition and fees or revenue from state appropriations. If we freeze tuition, we must see an increase in state appropriations to the colleges.
Tuition is a major issue with all of our students. They feel that they are really stressed. The families have provided tuition increases over the last several years, and we're trying our best to really keep the tuition out of the equation this year so students can enroll in college, complete a degree, complete a profession, and then become an earning citizen here in the state of Oklahoma.
The cost of education is not only the most challenging issue I have as the president, it is the most challenging to my students. 91% of the students at Langston University are dependent upon financial aid, and consequently, the lower the cost for education, the greater the opportunity for them to not only come, but continue and graduate.